Each of these are an inspiration. Turn on your speakers. A reporter once asked me why I didn't talk about race. I said because I'm a neurosurgeon. You see, when I take them to the operating room and cut the scalp and take out the bone slab, I'm operating on the thing that makes the person who they are. The cover doesn't make who they are. When are we going to understand this, Dr. Ben Carson? There's a reason why in New York Harbor we have a Statue of Liberty, not the Statue of Equality. Charles Krauthammer. The more further a society drifts from truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. George Orwell. A truly moral nation enacts policies that encourage personal responsibility and discourage self-destructive behavior by not subsidizing people who live irresponsibly and make poor choices. Dr. Ben Carson. Republicans want a man that can lend dignity to the office. Democrats want a man that can lend some money. Will Rogers. When even one American who has done nothing wrong is forced by fear to shut his mind and close his mouth, then Americans are in peril. Harry Truman. Free enterprise has done more to reduce poverty than all the government programs dreamed by the Democrats. Ronald Reagan. Republicans believe every day is the 4th of July, but Democrats believe every day is April 15th. Ronald Reagan. I have wondered at times what the Ten Commandments would look like if Moses ran them through the U.S. Congress. Ronald Reagan. What the Honorable Parliament member is saying is that he would rather that the poor were poorer, provided the rich were less rich. So long as the gap is smaller, they would rather have the poor poorer. You do not create wealth and opportunity that way. Margaret Thatcher. We must reject the idea that every time a law is broken, society is guilty rather than the lawbreaker. It is time to restore the American precept that each individual is accountable for his actions. Ronald Reagan. When you want to help people, you tell them the truth. When you want to help yourself, you tell them whatever they want to know. Dr. Thomas Sowell. There are a group of people who would like to silence everybody and have everybody go along to get along. But that's not going to be very helpful for us in the long run. Somebody has to be courageous enough to actually stand up to the bullies. Dr. Ben Carson. We the people tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us. Ronald Reagan. The America that has flourished for more than 2 centuries is being quietly but steadily dismantled by the Obama administration. Dr. Thomas Sowell. Socialists cry power to the people and raise clenched fists as they say it. We all know what they really mean is power over people, power to the state. Socialists cry power to the people and raise the clenched fist as they say it. We all know what they really mean power. By the way, don't worry about Obamacare. Libs will eventually do it in when they realize participation will require a photo ID. Dennis Miller. Patriotism is easy to understand in America. It means looking out for yourself by looking out for your country. Calvin Coolidge. Our children need strong families raising them with sturdy virtues, not to be smothered in the cold arms of the state. Margaret Thatcher. You can't be for big government, big taxes, and big bureaucracy and still be for the little guy. Ronald Reagan. Let's say somebody were in the White House and they wanted to destroy the nation. I would create diversion among the people, encourage a culture of ridicule of basic morality and the principles that made them sustain this country, undermine the financial ability of the nation, and weaken and destroy the military. It appears coincidentally that these are the very things that are happening right now. Dr. Ben Carson. From your friend the sane one, Ward. Retired or retarded, I can't remember which one. Blessed are the cracked because they let in the light. This presentation was created by Ward. Contents come from various sources. I do not claim any as my property. No copyright infringement is intended. If any belong to you, please consider it an honor that the content was worthy enough to be shared.
That's all, folks.